If I'm an intelligence person and you had to sell me the pen, how would you go about that?
I'm going to start with a negative comment. And this is one of the most effective persuasion strategies, is to negatively associate something I don't want you to have. So let's say we're starting our podcast and I'm afraid Stephen's not going to connect with me. And I know that you're significance driven. Imagine if I said something at the very beginning of this podcast and I said, Stephen, thanks for having me, man. And there's so many people out there. And anytime I say something negative in a conversation, I never want to gesture in between you and me. I always want to gesture away. So we're talking about other people. Mm-hmm. There's so many people out there who just don't really give back to the world, and they don't really have an interest in helping other people. And it's like every time you meet one of those people, you sit down with them, it's like all of them have the same thing in common. They can't just stop and connect when they sit down with somebody. So I'm demonizing a trait, using your needs that I don't want you to have, like the inability to connect.
Okay, interesting. And you're consciously pointing off that it's others, not...
Right, until I said the word connect. And then I gestured between you and me, back and forth between both of us. And that word stop is a very powerful word in the English language. So when I said, it's like all of them have the same quality to them. They can't just stop and fully connect with somebody else. That's a very subtle thing, but I've used your neurotransmitters, I've used your needs, and I've got you to agree, you nodded your head, agree that those people don't really connect well with other people. So that's how powerful that stuff can be. And you can use the same thing in reverse. And I could say a positive thing. I could say, Stephen, what's fascinating to me, I've gone around the world, I've met several entrepreneurs, I've met people who are on TV, and if you think that they are just dismissive offhand before you meet them, and it's incredible when you meet these people, it's like all of them have this ability to just tune everything out and just completely connect with somebody. And that would have the same effect.